Welcome to Model Lessons in Mathematics, Elementary Science and Technology, Social Studies, Creative Arts, Physical Education for lower primary grades, produced by Rwanda Education Board in collaboration with the World Bank.
Hello children, once again this is Teacher Didas. As usual, I'm here to help you for the course of Social Studies P3. So our today's lesson is about readers and their qualities. But before we switch to that one, we first have some energizer to warm up our body so that we start our lesson when we are fresh for it. Are you ready? Yes. So our today's energizer is about counting. So it will be even helping you to recall that knowledge you had in mathematics. So it is like this, okay? So we'll be counting from 1 up to 10. So you will follow me. So please pay attention, because if you fail to pay attention, you will mess up with this energizer. You will not do it in the way I'm doing it. So don't be disturbed, just focus on our energizer of today. Are you ready? Yes. So I'll be counting, okay? I use this arm. This is the right arm. So I'll be counting from 1 up to 10. So if I reach to 10, I will change to the left arm. After finishing on this side, we use our leg, the right one, and also the left one. Both will be counting up to 10. From there, we also come back here, we count up to 4, up to 1, like that. Okay? Yes, so let us start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1, 1. Wow. Okay. So now I'll be also bringing it back in the course of our today's lesson. So don't worry, okay? So our today's lesson, it's about readers and their qualities, okay? Yes. So we know that where we stay at home, we have different administration level, okay? We have country. Our country is 1, okay? So our country is divided among 5 provinces. Under 5 provinces, we have 30 districts, okay? So under 30 districts, we have 416 sectors. So up to the cell and also village. So today we are going to look at administration of the cell and the sector, okay? So remember, the sector is under the cell is under the sector. So many sectors join and form one district, and also many cells, they join to form one sector, okay? Yes, so now under this we are going to look at readers and their qualities. But you can ask yourself, who is a reader? Before you look at their qualities, who is a reader? After knowing that who is a reader, we shall also see the examples, possible examples of readers. So after that, we shall now discuss about their qualities, what they should have as readers. So that is the objective of our today's lesson. So remember, we finish our lesson today when you are able to tackle to each and every objective. Objective number 1 is to know who is a reader. That's the first objective. Objective number 2 is to know some examples of readers. Good. So the last objective, it is to know the qualities, what those readers should show, or what are their behaviors that describes them as good readers. So you can have readers who are bad or who are good. So depending to their kind of activities they do to the citizens or to the people they head. Okay? Yes, so let us first look at who is a reader. Who is a reader? Okay? Yes, so in our classrooms, at our school, we have readers, we have headmasters, we have principal, we have class monitors, we have prefects. So in each and every area, you will find there a reader. Okay? So a reader is a person who heads a group of people. That is the meaning of the term reader. So a reader is the person who heads a group of people. So that is the meaning of the term reader. So a reader is the person who heads or who organizes a group of people. Of course, we say a group of people if it is more than one person. From 2 up to infinity. There, among that group of people, there should be one to organize and head them in a particular activity. So that is what you call a reader. Okay? So let us look at examples of readers. Examples of readers. Very good. So examples of readers, we shall see it in different areas. Because I have said, a reader is the person who heads or who organizes a group of people. So we can have different groups of people in different areas or in different locations doing different activities. Very good. So let us have, for example, on the side of religious. So we have different examples of religious readers. Can you tell me some examples of religious readers, children? Yes, we have pastors. Very good. We have priests. Good. We have bishops. We have imam. So those are different examples of religious readers, because once we go to church or to the mosque, there is a group of people. And remember, I have said, a reader is a person who heads or who organizes a group of people. Yeah, a group of people. So, as religious also contains different groups of people. That's why there should be a reader. Okay? So we call those readers religious readers because we find them under religious sector. Okay? Yes? So we have religious readers like pastors, like bishops, like imam. So those are different religious readers. Okay? Now we have also political readers. Political readers. political readers. So remember, our task is to discuss about administration of the cell and the sector. So these two parts, cell and sector, they are under political sector. There we have readers, those who can be voted by citizens, or those who can be selected by other administration levels. Okay? Very good. Now, on political leaders, we can have both leaders, those who are elected or voted by citizens, like the way we used to vote our class monitor in class or our prefects in the school, where someone rise up a candidate, so you choose the one you want. Okay? So examples of those political leaders we have, yes, can you tell me one? Good, we have presidents. Like our country has president. Okay? So a president is one of political leader and is voted by citizens. Okay? We have president. Yes, children, do you know the name of our president? Yes? Good. He's called His Excellency Paul Kagame. So that is the president of our country. Okay? We have also other political leaders. Yes, we have mayors. Very good. We have mayors. Good. Yes, we have executive secretary of the cell. Executive secretary of the cell. Yes. Good. We have ministers, like Minister of Education, Foreign Affairs, and so on. Ministers. Ministers. So those are different examples of political leaders. Very good. So now, let us look at the qualities of a good leader. What a good leader should resemble, okay? Qualities of a good leader. So we have seen different examples of leaders. We have seen religious leaders, where we have pastors, bishops, imam for the Muslims. We have also political leaders. We have presidents or president. We have mayor. We have executive secretary of the cell. And also executive secretary of the sector is also part of political leader. We have also ministers. Okay? So those are different examples of political leaders. Now, we are going to look at their qualities, what they should show, okay? What they should resemble to people that they head or that they organize. Is that clear? Very good. So, a good leader, number one, yes? Very good. So, a good leader should be kind. Yes, a good leader should be kind. Of course, as we have said, that a leader is the person who heads a group of people, okay? So this person should be kind to that particular group of people. That is one quality, okay? Number two, yes, you think and tell me. Number two, yes, we have a good leader should be honest. Yes, a good reader should be honest. A good reader should be honest to the people that he or she organizes. Okay? Very good. So, those are different qualities of a good reader. Okay? Yes? So you think, depending to different examples of readers we have seen. Yes? Good. A good reader should be hardworking. Yes, this means you can't be a reader or you can't organize a particular group of people when you are lazy, when you don't feel like you don't want to work. Okay? So which means if you had a particular group of people, there should be a hard work person. You should work hard so that habit of working hard will be the example to that group that you had. So that you will be like motivation to them. You will motivate them to work hard because they see that now their leaders is able to work hard. So you can't command people, please work hard, yet for you are very lazy. So a good reader now should be hard working so that habit of hard working should motivate the ones that person heads or organizes. Okay? Very good. We have also, you can tell more points. Yes. Good. So a good leader should be exemplary. Of course, a good leader should show or should present good example to the group he or she organizes or heads. Okay? So a good leader should be exemplary. A good leader should be exemplary, which means that person who heads a particular group of people should show or he or she is supposed to show good example to the group he or she that organizes, because that will be a motivation. Okay? It will be a motivation to that group that you organize. Okay? So if you don't show good example to your group, also the group will tend to do bad things. So as a leader who heads that group, you should give out that good example. So it should be exemplary to the group that you head. Very good. Okay? So a good leader should be exemplary. Okay? A good leader should be exemplary. Yes. So point number 5. Okay? Point number 5. Yes, you can think and tell me. Good. Yes, so a good leader should be frank. A good leader should be frank. Yes, so being frank means like being honest, being open, being friendly to the group that you organize. Don't feel that because I'm a reader, I can't talk to my fellows, I can't talk to the group that I head. No. So if you are a good reader, please, you have to respect and be frank to that group that you head, so that they will be friendly, they will be closer to you. Okay? So that if there is any kind of cooperation, will go well because you are friendly and you are frank to that kind of group that you head. So a good leader should be frank. Okay? Very good. Yes. Next. Very good. So a good leader should be knowledgeable. Yes, a good leader should be knowledgeable. A good leader should be knowledgeable or should be educated, okay? Because you can't organize or you can't head a particular group of people yet you don't have qualified skills. For example, like a football team, it also needs a leader. So you can't lead players yet you don't know how to play. So you should have such skills which are needed for that particular activity, okay? So a good leader should be knowledgeable about different activities or different activities performed by the what? By the group. Okay? Yes. A good leader should be knowledgeable. You should have certain skills about different activities, okay? About different activities. Very good. Should have different skills about different activities. Okay, so children, you first stand up and you have this kind of energizer also, as I promised you, okay? Breathe in, out. Breathe in, out, jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch your arms like this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Box in the air, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. So, children, we have seen a lot, okay, about leaders and their qualities. Very good. Remember, we have said that a leader is the person who heads or who organizes a group of people, okay? So here on examples of leaders, we have seen that we have those who are located under religious sector. We call them religious leaders, like pastors. All of us have pastors in our churches. We have bishops. We have imam for Muslims. Okay. Here on political leaders, we have president. We have mayors. We have executive secretary. Okay. We have ministers. Okay. There are so many. The village chief is part of political leader, okay? Also, now we have to look at the qualities of a good leader, okay? So a good leader should be kind to his or her group. A good leader should be honest. A good leader should tell truth to the group that he or she organizes, okay? So a good leader should be honest, very good. A good leader should be hardworking. I said you can't lead a particular group, you can't tell them to work, yet you are lazy. So this means if you are a hard worker, it will motivate the rest to work hard, okay? So a good leader should be hardworking person. Very good. Also we have that a good leader should be exemplary. Being exemplary means if you tell that let us clean our classroom, like the class monitor in the class, let us clean our classroom, be the first one to start that activity. Don't just stand like this and let others do. They will not be motivated to do that work because they see that also the leader is not bothering to the work. Okay? Very good. So it means in each and every activity which is going to be carried out, be the first one to perform that activity. So that act will pull also the rest to involve in that activity you are telling them to do. So a good reader should be exemplary. Okay? Very good. A good reader should be frank. I said being frank means being friendly to your group. Okay? Don't feel that because I'm a reader, I will not talk to the rest. They are under me. No. They are also human beings, and you need them for cooperation. So being frank will motivate the group members to come near you, to rise up for the ideas and different productive suggestions. So a good reader should be frank. Okay? Very good. So a good reader also should be knowledgeable. Here we said a good reader should have particular knowledge referring to different activity. Here I gave out an example. For example, like a football team. Yes, it needs a reader. So you can't head a group of players, yet you don't know how to play. So you should have that particular skills. Okay? So different areas needs different skills. So a good reader should have that kind of knowledge about particular skill, referring to what the group are going to do. Very good. You can add more, like, yes, you can think about it and tell me. Very good. So a good reader should be a good reader should be a good reader should be, we can say that a good reader, yes, you have said should be exemplary, should be honest, should be frank, okay? Yes, should be knowledgeable, good. Yes, and also a good reader should be friendly to others. So which means if you are a good reader, there should be that kind of being friendly to others so that they will be able to contact you. Are you getting me? When they are not fearing you. Okay? Because if you allow people to contact you, they will come up with different ideas, with different suggestions, which can also, which you as a reader, you can connect together and come up with a great idea, which can favor different group of people. So children, you have paid attention, but as usual, I can't left without giving you the homework to check on you if you have understood well our today's lesson, okay? So let us see together our today's homework. Number 1, who is a reader? Yes, remember I have said about that one. Who is a reader? Number 2, write any 2 examples of political leaders you know. Yes, we have seen political leaders and religious leaders. Number 3, list down any 5 qualities of a good reader. What a good reader should have. Number last, write any 1 religious leader that you know. So if you are a Christian, you can choose from Christianity. If you are a Muslim, you can choose from Islamic faith. So this is our today's homework, and pay attention for it. Remember to print your work well, and also don't forget your homework books at home. So good children, you have paid attention today, so you deserve flowers. Flowers, teacher loves you. Bye.